Good morning, Aries. This is your November reading for November love reading for the 9th, starting for Monday the 9th of November all the way through to Sunday the 15th. And so I hope you're well. Going to try something different today. So we've got some different decks that we're going to use. We're going to use our Giant Tarot. We're going to use our Love Oracles. We're going to use our Gilded Tarot, and we're going to use our Tarot Grand Lux. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do some quick fire of the energy. So 2 for you, 2 for your person, and then we're going to do some clarifiers on each. So 6 cards in total for each. But first of all, let's have a look at some guidance for you, Aries. Angels, spirits, Archangel Michael and guides, please give me some messages for Aries with regards to their love interest from November the 9th to November the 15th. Okay, let's have 2 cards please. Okay, so here we've got a beautiful couple. So beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess, equally so. The qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So that's quite interesting. So that's be mindful of, you know, perhaps the things that we like and don't like or get frustrated by in a partner is perhaps what we're putting out there. So, you know, the way people treat us, the way we treat them can sometimes come back to us. That doesn't necessarily mean we do it deliberately, but it's just, you know, it can rub people up the wrong way, especially when it comes to being in lockdown and that kind of thing. So here we have an angel here for guidance. So acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So this says to me, you know, open up to the divine, open up to the protected angels and spirits that are around you, as they will give you guidance, and just sort of trust in the universe a bit more. Try not to get yourself so wound up. Mars is going direct, so, and clashing with Pluto, so you might find a little bit of headbutting energy, as I like to call it, which is suitable for Aries, as you're the headbutter of the group. But just be mindful of that. You know, we might be, you know, just causing a little bit of friction is what I'm feeling. So don't take things as they seem, and have a good think if somebody's reacting to you or you reacting to them, but actually it kind of makes sense because it's similar in terms of how, you know, you're feeding off each other really. So let's have a look. So I'm going to just go straight through and pick 2 cards for you. So we've got the 7 of Pentacles. Let's show you that. So 7 of Pentacles. So this is kind of, you're kind of stuck in that situation at the moment where you're waiting for something to happen, which could be you're waiting for communication for your partner, or you've already set the seed and you're waiting for this pentacle to grow. We've got the 10 of Swords, so this could be some deception, some betrayal, some questions that haven't been answered. Basically, hopefully it's the end of the cycle, but it could be, you know, possibly the relationship's ended currently, and there may be some confusion around that. So let's look at your partner's energy. So we've got the Page of Swords, which is kind of quite blunt, youthful, communication potentially, or lack of, if someone's being a bit immature and not explaining things properly. It could be that somebody said some hurtful things that they perhaps shouldn't have done, which is, you know, perhaps all this energy of reacting to each other that's caused the pain. We've also got the 2 of Wands, which is around either travel or making a decision, or this person seems to be waiting again. So there seems to be a little bit of waiting here, almost like you're waiting for the first person to blink first. So this could be resonating with your energy with your partner. So kind of, yeah, a bit standoffish, which makes sense with the planetary movements at the moment. Again, with Pluto, Saturn, Mars, you know, a lot of key influences are going direct. So let's try and clarify, Archangel Michael, angels, spirits and guides, please clarify the Seven of Pentacles for our Aries. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Cups. So again, more, I like the Seven of Cups in this one because it's got the rainbow at the end of it, and also the castle, or the Emperor's Palace, or whatever you would like to believe it as. But I see this as you've got options here, Aries. You've got, and that doesn't necessarily mean in terms of partners, but you've got options in terms of how to play the situation, and they're very colourful. They're very beautiful. You know, maybe you're fantasizing about this relationship. Maybe you're, you know, dreaming about what should have been or could have been. But the energy from you is very positive. I'm getting in this mindset. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So there we go. Somebody's walked away. You can see somebody's walked out and left some cups behind. A couple of them have fallen over, but some of them are upright. So I don't think everything's lost, but they've kind of walked out into the sunset thinking that, you know, pastures are greener, or it's going to be a brighter future if they walk away from the situation. At this time, I don't sense that that's necessarily definitive. As I say, I think there's unfinished business there with some of the cups left open, but it looks like there's a situation that's arisen. There was a little bit toxic, a little bit, maybe it got a little bit bitchy, a little bit spiteful is what I'm getting. And then both of you have like taken time apart. You're cooling off, but no one's blinking first in terms of the, you know, making the move to either apologise or fix the situation. So let's have a look at Aries' partner. Page of Swords, qualifying the Page of Swords. We have the Ten of Coins. So the Ten of Coins can mean that this person's either concentrating heavily on work, or they've become very successful at work, or they're basically, whether there was an argument around money or something, but they're basically focusing on that side of it. But there is balance there. There is a 10, and a 10 is another completion. So we've got a negative 10, so a completion of some negative energy, and then a positive 10. So I feel like they're kind of getting themselves more balanced and in a position, so whether they made the mistake and they've been a bit brutal in this connection, and they might be looking to come back and rectify that with you, or it's a symbolise of abundance, so good things are coming, so positive changes, you know, perhaps some unexpected inheritance money coming in could be an issue there, and that might kickstart some more positive vibes from your partner, to be more confident. Obviously I don't know the ins and outs of what you've argued about or what the disagreements are, the disconnect, but I see there's lots of cup energy on your side. We have got earth energy, we have got wind energy, we have got fire, but there's definitely an abundance of cups and pentacles here, as well as the overriding energy I get. So I'm thinking earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, and then we've got the water signs there, so Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. So let's get clarification on the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a tower. Okay, so this makes sense. Something's happened, whether somebody's lost their job and that's caused friction, or there was an argument over money, or somebody was acting perhaps immature in the relationship and not prepared to go to the next level, but it's triggered a tower moment for your partner, is what I'm sensing. So you've still got abundance of hope. Maybe you had to remove yourself from the situation because they were being ridiculous in your mind, so you've had to walk away, but you are thinking about, you know, the various fruitful things of the relationship. You've then focused on your pentacles and planted what you needed to do to ground yourself back in your own independence and security. But this person's going through a drastic change, to be honest with you, because they've got the Tower next to the Ten of Pentacles. So they've gone from, you know, a major arcana of change, but this one's quite a beautiful one. I mean, there's stormy seas at the bottom. There's divine intervention from the lightning bolt. So maybe they've had an epiphany and gone, do you know what, this is what I need to do to focus on so that I can rectify this relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up having some communication from them at some point soon. So let's see if we can get just some additional clarity from the gilded cards here. So can we clarify Aries energy? Oh, a lot of energy, a lot of passion, but I'm not surprised from Aries. Okay, can we clarify the energy for the Seven of Cups first of all, please? Seven of Cups for Aries, please. Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. Archangel Michael, Angel Spirit Guide, Seven of Cups. Second week of November. So we've got the Five of Swords. Okay, so this reinforces to me, as you can see here, sometimes in the Five of Swords, the person's sneaking away. But this one looks like you've had a battle there. This person's sort of crouched down in the background. So maybe you've stood up for yourself in this situation, Aries. You've told this partner exactly what you think. You've taken your swords, I want to swear, but you've taken your stuff and you've gone back inside yourself, removed yourself from the situation, which is probably best because you can be fiery and argumentative when you want to be. But you're holding your sword up aloft with the sun rising in the background. You've defeated some of the obstacles yourself. You feel that you're in the right, which is okay, as long as you are. And you've basically said to them, look, if you're going to behave like this, I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm going to go and withdraw and take myself away. And it's up to you to realise what you really want and come back and demonstrate it to me. So I think that's what you've done in this situation. And then we've got the Ten of Swords again. So Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups, which basically says you've taken yourself at the situation and you've got yourself in a position where, do you know what, if they're not going to grow up and they're not going to come back to me and they're not going to be sensible and communicate effectively and give me what I want in a relationship, then I'm done. So this could be the mindset that you're in at the moment, or this could be that you're just taking back your power, taking back control of the situation is what I'm feeling. So let's have a look at the energy from your partner's point of view. We've got Four of Pentacles, so again they're being very, very I want to say resistant. They're holding on to their pentacles. They're holding on to whatever's gone on. They're perhaps being, this sometimes can be like a miser, and this person looks a little bit of a miser. They're holding on to their stuff. They're perhaps not giving an inch, which isn't helping the situation if that's what the argument was about. But I sense that you've kind of laid the law down this time, and you're waiting for them to basically react in a positive way. So here we've got the High Priestess following the Tower and following the Ten of Pentacles, which I think this person's going to, they're getting a sharp awakening. They're going to grow up really quickly. And for this relationship, they're going to have to step up, I think. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get some movement within the next week of them, you know, saying they've realised they've been a bit of a plonker, a bit of an idiot, and they want to apologise. I wasn't going to do any additional clarification, but I think I'm just going to do one more of each of these two decks just to clarify the energy between you. There is love there. So for whatever reason things have disconnected, there is love there. We've got the Two of Cups, beautiful imagery of the Two of Cups on this deck. Passionate. You can see it doesn't matter what religion or culture you come from, there's a connection, strong bond between you. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, but there's definitely a connection in there. And I think there's a call to arms for you, Aries, for this partner of yours to grow up. And as we can see straight away, as I suspected, there's a Knight of Swords, which is very blunt, direct communication, but mature communication. This doesn't have to be a negative card. This is basically the Knight of Swords coming in with some rapid communication, and it's a bit more mature than the page we had before. So maybe there is a bit of an evolution and movement of your partner, but I think there's going to be some communication. There might be some blunt things that need to be said on both sides to clear the air and go, do you know what, if we were going to make this work, these are the things that need to happen. So that's what I've got for your reading for the 9th to the 15th of November. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.